Chelsea Gray makes blunt demand after Aces WNBA championship. "Y'all should've never counted me out. Y'all know God don't play about me," wrote Las Vegas Aces Nalissa Smith in the aftermath of her team's recent championship win. "Is there any better feeling than being on a pedestal, knowing that you are in a perfect position, after accomplishing what you set out to do, to then try and shut down the haters?" While Smith already did that, that doesn't mean she is the only one who can. Sure enough, it didn't take long for Chelsea Gray to also jump on the bandwagon. As USA Today highlighted, the Las Vegas Aces were the team nobody wants to see in the WNBA playoffs. Despite being the back-to-back champs in 2022 and 2023, and the semifinalists last year, Aya Wilson and co. were quietly, and then not so quietly, written off due to an awful start to the season. After the All-Star break, the team lost 3 of their first 6 games, with 2 of them against the Minnesota Lynx. The first loss was by a whopping 31 points, while the second was worse, with the game being lost by a 53-point margin. By that point, the Aces were 14-14 in the regular season. Soon, social media was filled with comments like, "It might be time for Aces to consider blowing it up this offseason," and "more blowouts than tight games in the W." Nothing new. As it turned out, however, that major loss gave the Aces the motivation to turn things around. From late July to late August, the Aces went on a 14-1 run, boasting the 3rd-best scoring defense and 5th-best offense in that span. The team surged from 8th to 2nd in the standings in just 24 days. They highlighted that same prowess in the playoffs too, narrowly avoiding a loss against the Indiana Fever to then defeat the Phoenix Mercury 4-0 in the finals. Chelsea Gray wasn't at her best back in the 2024 season, as she averaged just 8.6 points, 2.9 rebounds, and 4.9 assists over the course of just 27 games, started in 25. However, after a dominant performance in unrivaled 2025, when asked about what she wants people to say about her now, she replied, "Keep that same energy." On top of that, she later added, "I got the receipts, who's talking so." Sure enough, Gray later appeared in all 44 games in the 2025 WNBA regular season and averaged 11.2 points, along with 3.9 rebounds and 5.4 assists, through 3.8 to 8.8, 43.9%, field goals, 1.4 to 3.9, 36.8%, three-pointers, and 2.1 to 2.4, 88.5%, free throws. In light of this, she can gloat all she wants to. Chelsea Gray was, without a doubt, one of the most valuable contributors for the Las Vegas Aces this season. However, her contributions in the finals might not have been as good if she hadn't received some criticism, not from the fans but from a valued teammate, Aya Wilson herself. Chelsea Gray revealed getting motivated by Aya Wilson's criticism against her assists. During a recent interview, Aya Wilson was asked about what she told herself when looking in the mirror as a leader this year. She revealed that the biggest thing was, "I had to get everybody on board. And it's gonna look different for everybody. And I think that's what I struggled with as a leader, is understanding that everyone, obviously, is coming from different paths in the way they obtain information or need motivation. It's different, but I need everybody in the same book, same chapter." While it certainly must have been a struggle, Wilson was at least able to reel in Chelsea Gray through this ideology. As ESPN reported, Wilson once told Gray that "there's no way I should ever have more assists than you." The words reportedly stung Gray. However, she didn't take them negatively for too long. After all, as Gray said, "Our relationship is super honest and raw. I've cried in front of her. She's cried in front of me." As ESPN claimed, Wilson's criticism was the biting barb that spurred Chelsea Gray and the Aces. Gray averaged 7.1 assists from July till the end of the regular season. However, that number went up to 7.8 in the playoffs. Through that, Gray set the highest postseason average of her career. Before Game 3 of the WNBA Finals, the point guard had 10 assists in 3 of the Aces' first 10 postseason games. 2 of them were the finals matchups themselves. In Game 2, Wilson scored 28 points and was helped greatly by Gray contributed with the game-high 10 assists. The same Wilson who had given the tough love to her teammate was then in awe of her. She gave her praise to Gray in a statement, saying that she's always going to be her true self, and it allows you to be your true self. "I think that has always been our friendship and our bond. She's calm through the storm. I'm so grateful for her to be our point guard." Chelsea Gray is filled with motivation and the mindset to shut down any haters that come her way. With the player set to return for Season 2 of Unrivaled, It remains to be seen just how much the same will motivate her through the tournament.